Welcome to Vienna!
With its imperial splendor, stunning architecture with Baroque palaces and Gothic masterpieces, world-class museums and plenty of parks, the Austrian capital is one of Europe's best places to visit.
Did you know that in 2025 Vienna was ranked the second most livable city in the world? Unfortunately, it's also one of the most expensive. That sounds out of your price range? Don't give up just yet.
I'll tell you about free attractions, show you how to get around without breaking the bank, and taste typical cheap Viennese food. I'll also tell you how to visit the famous opera house for less than 20 euros. My adventure begins here at St. Stephen's Cathedral. It's the landmark of Vienna and attracts millions of visitors annually. Construction of the cathedral began in the 12th century, and at 136 meters high, it's the tallest church here in Austria.
I really want to know what it looks like inside, so let's go check out how much the tickets are.
Going up to the altar costs 7 euros. Access to the tower is extra. However, there is a modest area inside you can access for free, and from here you have a pretty good view of the interior of the cathedral. Vienna is home to over 2 million people, and many of the sites are spread over the city. You'll notice lots of people taking those horse-drawn carriages, known locally as fiaker. They have a long tradition and they are really expensive.
60 euros for 20 minutes and more than 100 euros for a longer tour. That's heavy on the wallet. Let me show you how to get around for less.
Vienna is known for its well-connected public transportation network. Tram lines 1 and 2 essentially circle the city center, and you can treat the route like a mini tour. A single ticket costs €2.40, and a 24-hour ticket is just €8. The tram also takes me to our next destination, Vienna City Hall.
Can you imagine having your office here? The Rathaus houses the office of the mayor of Vienna, and it's also one of the most impressive buildings in town. The best part about it, you can go on a guided tour free of charge.
Today I get to check it out. It's a neo-Gothic gem with an impressive festival hall.
Wow.
It's so big that 1,500 couples could dance the Viennese waltz in it at the same time. And the Arkadenhof is one of the largest inner courtyards in Europe. All the sightseeing has made me hungry. Unfortunately, most restaurants in Vienna's city center are pretty expensive. A Viennese veal schnitzel, for example, can cost up to 30 euros. Instead, I recommend visiting an Austrian classic, a sausage stand. You'll find many different kinds of sausages here.
Hallo! Was isst man denn bei Ihnen klassischerweise?
Bei uns immer die Käsekreiner, ja.
Dann nehme ich eine.
Im Brötchen oder geschnitten? Wie hätten Sie es gerne?
Na, was ist denn klassisch?
Klassisch ist im Brötchen.
So machen wir es.
Senf und Ketchup, die Dame?
Ja. The Käsekreiner is a pork sausage containing 10 to 20% cheese. I got this one for 7 euros and 40 cents. And if you're into sausages, it's a definite must.
If you're vegetarian, you can still enjoy fries or potato dumplings. Sausage stands here are a real institution in Vienna and are often open until late at night. In 2024, the Viennese sausage stand culture made it onto UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage list.
I don't know about you, but for me, the best part of a trip is when you get to talk to local people and get a feeling for their way of life. And that's what I'm doing now.
Norbert Wilfert is a retiree who hails from Vienna. In his free time, he guides tourists through his city, but he doesn't take them to the hotspots.
Mit mir gehst du nicht zum Stephansdom, sondern nach Schönbrunn. Und wir beginnen ja auch außerhalb. Also bis jetzt waren wir noch nirgendwo Touristen sind.
Norbert is a member of Vienna Greeters, an association that aims to offer visitors a local view of the city. On this tour, for example, we learn about Vienna's housing policy.
Also hier sehen wir auch ein Beispiel des neueren sozialen Wohnbaus. Ja. Es ist an Einkommensgrenzen gebunden, also an sozial schwache Mieter vergeben werden. Und diese Wohnungen findet man in ganz Wien. Also auch in den teuersten Gebieten, in Grinzing, in Sievering, stehen diese Bauten. Dadurch hat man sehr gut verhindert, letztlich nicht ganz, aber dass so Ghettos entstehen.
Norbert's tour lasts up to 4 hours and includes tips for restaurants and cafes. Best of all, it's completely free.
Also bei uns kein Trinkgeld, keine Prozente. Maximal, wenn wir einen Kaffee trinken und die Gäste sind schneller als ich, dann zahlen sie den Kaffee.
Now it's time for a bit of imperial splendor. After all, we are in Vienna. Schönbrunn Palace was once the summer residence of the Habsburg family. It has 1,441 rooms. But if you want to see how the emperors and empresses once lived, you'll have to pay 34 euros.
If that's too heavy on the wallet, you can still enjoy the large garden with its many fountains and statues for free. You will feel very imperial, believe me.
For another great view over the city, climb up to Gloriette. The landmark was originally built as a temple of fame that was a symbol of imperial power. Later, Emperor Franz Joseph I had his breakfast here. It now houses a cafe.
Wouldn't you love to be emperor for one day?
Let's talk about accommodation. A night in a hotel in Vienna can easily cost up to 150 euros.
Fancy staying in a luxury hotel close to all the main sites? Now, I know what you're thinking, but let me surprise you.
The Grand Ferdinand is a luxury hotel that promises Viennese elegance. What makes it special is that in addition to expensive rooms and suites, you can also book a bed in a dormitory here.
Oh, it's pretty comfy.
It costs 50 euros per night and has chandeliers and mahogany beds. Not only is it a great place to sleep, it has a lot to offer during the day.
The best part is you can use the pool and the roof terrace, just like the guests who paid for the expensive rooms.
If you want to end the day with music, head to the Vienna State Opera, one of the most important opera houses in the world. Puccini, Wagner and Mozart, they are all here. The large orchestra pit can accommodate up to 110 musicians, more than most opera houses.
The opera is on its summer break, so we can't go inside. But if you're here between September and June, you can get one of the standing room tickets that are being sold from 10 a.m. on the day of the performance. Yes, that means you have to stand, but you get to see world-class musicians and singers for less than 20 euros.
I saw so much of Vienna today, and most of it for free. The Palace Gardens, St. Stephen's Cathedral, City Hall. I even learned about the Viennese way of life from a local.
Did you find my tips useful? And which other cities would you like us to explore on a budget for you? Let us know in the comments.